5 signs that a woman is into you and wants more. So, have you ever had that moment where you're like, is she into me or am I just imagining things? Don't worry, you're not alone. Figuring out the signals a woman gives can seem tricky, but honestly, she's got some pretty clear, and sometimes subtle, ways of showing she wants something more. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. If you want to catch those details, boost your confidence, and never miss an opportunity with that special someone, you're in the right place. Grab the popcorn, kick back, and let's break down these 5 signs that could change the game for you. After all, understanding what she's saying, even without words, might just be the key to turning that spark into something way more intense. Let's go. She's dressing up more than usual. Alright, let me explain something about women. When we want to show we're interested, we use every tool we've got, and our appearance is one of the biggest ones. If you notice she's been putting more effort into how she looks, wearing clothes that highlight her curves, rocking that bold makeup that makes her eyes pop, or even keeping her hair flawless every time she's meeting up with you, buddy, that's not a coincidence. She wants you to notice her, and not just as a friend, but as a woman who's trying to get your attention in a real way. And it's not just about the clothes, okay? Pay attention to the whole look. Maybe she started wearing a new perfume, the kind that makes you turn your head when she walks by. Or maybe she's been putting more color on her lips, or playing around with accessories that show off her style. It's like a quiet message saying, hey, look at me. It's a subtle way to show interest without saying a word. Now, here's an important detail. Do you know her style? Some women already dress more eye-catching day to day, it's just how they express themselves, and that's totally fine. But if you notice she's changing something up, like before she was more basic and now she seems ready to slay every time she meets you, there's a reason behind it. That extra effort is usually reserved for special occasions and special people, and if she's doing it just for you, that's a huge sign you're on her mind in a different way. So don't let it slide by. Women don't do this kind of thing for no reason. If she's dressing up more, she's telling you, without words, that she wants you to see her in a special way. Pay attention to those details, because they might be the sign you've been waiting for to understand her interest. And hey, appreciate it, because that extra effort is a big compliment to you in disguise. She's looking for physical closeness. Man, if there's one thing women do when they're into you, it's trying to be close. We love feeling that connection, and physical closeness is a way to show interest without saying a word. If she's always finding ways to get near you, it's because she wants you to notice how comfortable she is and how much she enjoys being by your side. Now, pay attention to the touches. They say a lot. It might start off subtle, like her lightly brushing her fingers against yours, fixing your shirt, or touching your arm while she talks. And the most important thing, notice what she doesn't do. If your legs are touching and she doesn't pull away, or if she lets it go on for a bit longer, that's chemistry happening. But there's more. If she starts touching more intimate places, like your face, maybe fixing your hair or running her hand over your beard, your chest, or even your thigh, buddy, that's practically a megaphone saying, I want more with you. Those more personal touches show she feels comfortable, trusts you, and is interested in taking things to a more intimate level. Not just physically, but emotionally too. The truth is, women don't usually touch someone without intention. Every touch carries a message. So, if she's getting closer, seeking physical contact, and not pulling away from you, it's because she wants more. And hey, don't mess it up. Respect her pace, but get the message. These gestures speak louder than any words. She talks about sexual topics. Look, my friend, let me tell you something. When a woman starts bringing up spicy topics, it's not by accident. That's her way of testing the waters and seeing how you react. If she's throwing out questions about fantasies, experiences, or anything more steamy, you can bet her interest is real. Women don't usually go into that kind of conversation with just anyone, you know? We only open that door when we feel comfortable, and especially when there's attraction. It's almost like she's setting the mood, building some good tension, to see if you're on the same page. And let's be real, this kind of talk is a fun way to heat things up without being too direct. So, pay attention. If she starts throwing out hints, sharing some more intimate experiences, or even asking, so, do you have any fantasies? She's trying to build a deeper connection with you. It's like she wants you to feel comfortable opening up, too, and of course, create that cozy intimate vibe. Now here's the trick. Be smart, but respect her pace. Show her you're on the same wavelength without pushing it, because that's what will make her feel even more connected. If she's giving you the freedom to talk about this stuff, it's because she's really into you. Take advantage of it, but play it cool and mature, alright? She makes seductive gestures. Look, if there's one thing women know how to do, it's mess with the imagination of someone they're into. And no, we don't need to say anything directly, just our gestures can get the message across. So, pay attention to these signs because, seriously, they give it all away. First, notice how she positions herself near you. If she starts leaning her body towards you while you're talking, almost as if she's pulling you closer without even realizing it, that's a huge sign. Women only do that when they're genuinely interested and comfortable. And you know that moment when she starts playing with her hair, twirling a strand around her finger or tossing it from side to side. It's not just nervousness, okay? It's pure charm. We know it gets attention, and that's exactly the point. Another detail that's almost a classic, she touches her neck or even exposes it a little more, like saying, "Look at me." It might seem small, but it's a gesture full of intent. Now the cherry on top, if she licks her lips or even lightly bites them while looking at you, man, that's practically an invitation for you to notice that there's something in the air. We do this knowing exactly what kind of impact it has. It's like a little game of seduction to see how you react. And there's more. The gestures can be subtle or pretty bold, depending on how much she wants to make it obvious. If she's touching her lips, playing with a drink, or adjusting her clothes in a way that draws attention to a certain part of her body, it's all calculated. Women don't do these things randomly. We love testing the waters with gestures that tease, but without giving everything away right off the bat. Now, of course, you need to pay attention to the context. Just because she twirled her hair once doesn't mean she's into you. But if these gestures keep happening, especially when she's looking at you or laughing at your jokes, that's a pretty strong combo. It's her way of setting the mood and making it clear, without saying a word, that she wants something more. So, keep your eyes peeled, play along, and most importantly, respect her pace. These gestures are signs she's letting you into her world, but the last thing you should do is pressure or force anything. Show her you get the game, because that, my friend, is what makes a woman want to be even closer to you. She invites you to her place. Look, let me tell you something. If a woman invites you to her place, it's not just any invitation, okay? This is a big step, because women don't invite just anyone into their space like that. Her home is like the most personal territory there is, so if she's opening that door for you, there's trust involved. And most of the time, there's also pretty clear interest. Now, pay attention to how this invitation might come up. Sometimes it's direct, "Wanna come over and watch a movie?" Or "Let's order something and just hang out here today?" But then, there are those who make the invite in a more subtle way, like, "Hey, can you help me with something here at my place?" Or "I need a hand with this, are you up for stopping by?" But look, no matter how she says it, what she's really saying is, "I want to be alone with you." When she does this, it's because she trusts you, feels safe around you, and wants to see where that closeness will lead. Maybe she just wants to have a chill time, but most of the time, the vibe is already there, and she wants to see how things flow between you two without any outside distractions. Now, be careful not to mess it up, alright? Just because she invited you over doesn't mean you should walk in thinking everything's already a done deal. The important thing is to respect her pace and feel the moment. Show her that you're there because you enjoy her company and want things to happen in a relaxed, natural way. Pushing too hard is the biggest mistake you can make. So, if she's made this invite, appreciate it. She's giving you a chance to get closer to her, for real, and putting you in a super personal space. That's a huge sign of interest and that she's willing to let you in, literally and figuratively. Take advantage of it, but with maturity and respect. So, did you enjoy getting a better understanding of the signs women give when they're interested? Now that you know how to spot those details, don't worry. You're gonna be way sharper at picking up on what's really going on. And the best part is, there's no secret to it, just stay alert and trust your instincts. You can already tell that reading between the lines makes all the difference, right? If you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button down below. It really helps us keep bringing cool content your way. And of course, share it with your friends, because everyone should know these tricks, right? Let's spread these tips around. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button, cause there's a lot more coming your way. This is just the beginning. If you think we've figured everything out about how women communicate, be sure to catch the next video, because we'll keep uncovering the mysteries and bringing more insights so you can crush it in the game of attraction. You won't want to miss it, right? So, see you next time, and stay tuned because some good stuff is coming your way.